Hi, my name is Brandon Salary, and this is my 2.5 TED Talks analysis presentation. I did my first TED Talk on Jared J. Skroshka, Why Lunch Ladies Are Heroes. Now, this presentation was powerful and moving because it was about an author who was so appreciative of his lunch lady that when he visited his old school and seen her, it motivated him to write a children's book about a lunch lady hero. I like this presentation because it was realistic and inspirational. The way the speaker delivered the information had me interested about his story from start to finish because he was so influenced by his lunch lady and so happy that they took care of him. It inspired him to make this book. Now, the content was appealing because I too have written a children's book and would like to get it published one day. And the inspiration that the author got from remembering how well the lunch lady took care of him in school reminded me of my lunch ladies. So it brought me back to my elementary and made me think, yeah, my lunch lady was cool. She did take care of me. And the speaker drew me into the topic he was talking about because he had enthusiasm when he was speaking about it. And the enthusiasm and excitement that he had about his subject, I could have never gotten that from reading the article or just seeing pictures of it. Now, the second TED Talk I did was on David Epstein. And he talked about our athletes really getting faster, better, stronger. Now, this presentation was powerful because it explained the differences in athletes now and athletes in the past, and what made them similar and what made them different in their field of work. Now, I liked how the speaker gave facts from studies between superstar athletes from the past and superstar athletes now. It was the content that got my attention to both his visual display and his oral presentation. Now, what made the content appealing was it showed that in some aspects, we as a human race are getting bigger. We're getting faster and we're getting stronger. But some of that is not just all us. It's due to us having good technology and studies on what helps less injure the body and what helps repair muscles faster and what takes less stress and pressure away from the body to help us to break these records nowadays. Now, however, if we were in the same condition as the older athletes, would we be able to break these records? I think so, but not as easily as we do now. And I haven't been an athlete in high school and also after high school, it makes it very relatable to me because certain older training exercises that I found very hard to do, I'd sit there and watch my coach do it with ease. Like, he'd sit there and be like, how you can't do this? And I'm looking at him like, how can you? Now, the speaker drew me to the subject talking about something that interested me and also stating facts and research studies while giving interesting visuals of what he was saying. What I got from the presentation that I would have not experienced reading an article is deep explanation of the subject. He did not just read off his notes. He talked and compared and contrasted between the two. Like in 1956, the 400-meter yard dash took a person 4 minutes and 34 seconds. In 2004, it came all the way down to 3 minutes, 45 seconds. That's almost a whole minute faster. It's due to research, it's due to explanation of how the body works against certain terrain on a cement track to a rubber track. All these factor in. So it very much drew me into it, and I really understood and agreed with things he was saying. Now, the last TED Talk I did was on Clint Smith, How to Raise a Black Son in America. Now, this presentation is powerful because it talks about a very conflicting topic in the black community. People are fearful for their kids just to go around the corner, to hang out with their friend up the street, even go to the store because of their physical feature. They can be assumed to be doing something bad. You come in the store with a hood on your head, you're doing up to something. You walking down the street with a hood on your head, you're doing something. You're walking around with hair as a boy. You're up to something. Now I like this content because I'm a black male, and I too have experienced these same issues growing up, but not to the extent that some of the people nowadays are. And now that I have a son, I fear that he will experience the same, if not worse, from people by how he looks, how he dresses himself, how he's maybe walking up the street with his friends when he gets older. And the way the speaker delivered the content is what drew me into the subject so deeply, because I felt the pain and anger of him telling the experiences that he had to go through with his parents not letting him be able to hang out because they were fearful of something happening to him, or just him going out and somebody just harassing him because they think he's doing something, just how he looks. Now, what made the content appealing is because the speaker spoke from the heart. He grabbed the audience attention by using graphs, data records, and real stories. The more people can relate to what you're saying and you have visuals, the more they're interested in the subject you're speaking about. The speaker drew me into the subject because it was a subject that hit home for me. I've